This is the Holy Shekel Crypto Gematria Bible Code Scan for Wednesday, July 22nd, 2026, and Yom Revii, fourth day of the week. In Israel, Wednesday is the fourth day of the week because Sunday is the first day of the week. So Yom Revii, the eighth day of Av. 5786, the Torah portion of the week is Ve'et Hanan, and the Daf Yomi today is Chullin 83. And the coin of Wednesday is always Bitcoin Cash. The code is BCH. That's the name of Bitcoin Cash. And the way it works is there's three currencies: USD, New Israeli Shekels, and Euro. And the price of Bitcoin Cash is checked at a certain point, certain time each day. Today it was 4:06 p.m. Israel Standard Time on Wednesday, July 22nd, 2026, the 8th day of Av, 5786. At 4:06 p.m. Israel Standard Time, Bitcoin Cash had a value of $220 US dollars and 95 cents. Bitcoin Cash had a value of 659 shekels and 22 cents. That's in New Israeli Shekels. And Bitcoin Cash had a value of 194 Euro dollars and 28 cents. And the way this works is it's kind of like I treat the crypto prices as a sort of random number generator. It's sort of a experiment in chaos theory or chaos mathematics that I'm trying to. My thesis is that it's not random. That there's actually what looks random is actually not random at all. There's an order to it, and I want to source that in some kind of Bible code and see if over time in this kind of chaos random number generator, just get the price every day, are there patterns of thought that appear in the Bible code? And Bible codes are nothing new. Many people have delved into Bible codes in different ways. There's different software programs for it, and this is just another method of Bible code. So the price for USD is 220. So the decimal point and the cents, that's something different. If it's 220, that's the dollars, that's the code. That's what I'm doing for now. And the cents is going to be a random number that I translate. I know off the top of my head. So let's get that out of the way. 95, I have to think of what I know off the top of my head in 95. That would make sense in the context. It's very vast. It's very chaotic. It's very random. But the whole point is that I need to know enough Gematria to make it not random. It should be that I can make a comment about today based on the numerical value of the number. So, okay, 95 happens to equal Baltimore. Okay, that's what came to mind first. If you do the English Gematria cipher, A is 1, B is 2, then B is 2, A is 1, L is 12, etc. T is 20. You add the letters of Baltimore up in that cipher, you'll get 95. Now, what does that have to do with today, and what does that have to do with Bitcoin Cash, and why Wednesday? See, that is anyone's guess. That's where I can also tell you that 95 is laundry. In English Gematria, it is laundry. And Laundry, that's very appropriate for today. Laundry. Yes, it's 95. So that's very appropriate for today because I happen to have taken my clothing to laundry today. So that would make sense. That number came up. But so what? I mean, that may not help you out there. I mean, that may not help anybody. It may help just me, but even if I was able to connect laundry, then so what? It has to be something appropriate. Maybe something in the weekly portion, maybe something with finance, maybe something with the market, maybe it's like that's the idea. Okay, so I got the sense out of the way, but 220 it comes from a verse in the book of Numbers, chapter. So I have a Gematria Chumash, and it just has the numerical value of each word over each word. And I just opened the Chumash randomly, and it's called the Bible Code, the Torah Code Scan. I called it now Bible Code Scan because I'm going through all the Bible. I'm doing this thing with Esther now, Megillus Esther, Gematrias. So I opened the Bible, and the word tahor means pure. In the book of Numbers, it talks about the red heifer, and this is the verse. In Numbers 19, verse 9, it says, a ritually clean person shall gather the cow's ashes and place them outside the camp in a clean place, and it shall be as a keepsake for the congregation of the children of Israel, of Israel for the sprinkling water used for cleansing. Now it says a ritually clean person, so it's ish tahor. It can also be makom tahor. Either it says tahor twice. Okay, so tahor in Hebrew, regular Hebrew Gematria equals 220. That is the price of Bitcoin Cash today. So that's why it brought up that word. You see see how it works. Okay, so now you have that word tahor, pure. Tahor pure equals 220, and you connect that to the price for today. So did something in Baltimore have to do with being purified or laundry? It's a little kooky right now, but you see where I'm going with this, I think. All right, so next we have Bitcoin Cash in the Shekel value, which is 659 shekels and 22 agorot. So 22, let's get that out of the way. 22 equals Caleb in English Gematria. 22 also equals Lee. Off the top of my head, Caleb and Lee both equal 22. Those two names come up in English Gematria. It could be any language, English Gematria, Spanish, anything, as long as it equals that number. So Caleb and Lee is the 22 cents, 22 agorot of the Bitcoin Cash price for shekels, but the 659 goes to a verse in the book of Numbers, also chapter 20, verse 8. And this is, I'll read the verse, take the staff. Okay, this is when God commands Moses to take the staff, and when he hit the rock, and unfortunately he basically, what's the word? He got barred himself? No, got disqualified. I don't know what the word is, but he wasn't allowed to go into Israel because of it, sadly. So this is where he says, take your staff, you and your brother Aaron, and speak to the rock in their presence so that it will give forth its water. You shall bring forth water for them from the rock and give the congregation and their livestock to drink. So in Hebrew, the pasuk, the verse says, Kach et hamateh vehakel. Okay, et haida. Okay, take the staff and assemble the nation. Okay, but if you remember from these videos, there's a unique form of coding that I'm working with, and that is, I don't have a name for it. If you have any names, I'd be happy to hear them. If you put them in the comments section, it's like this. Okay, if you're familiar with Gematria, like each word is a numerical value based on the value of each letter. Okay, so hamateh would equal 59, right? Because mem is 40, ted is 9, hey is 5, that's 49. Okay, and then the next word is vehakel, which means hamateh is a staff, vehakel, and gather. Hakel equals 146, standard Hebrew Gematria. But how can I tell you that 659 comes out of that? Okay, this is a way of reading numbers like words within words. Like if you have let's just say a crossword puzzle, not a crossword puzzle, a word scramble where there's a bunch of letters and you have to find the word. You have a word, but it's among other letters. And if it's next to a letter, but within those letters you find a word, that's fine. I do the same thing with numbers. So what's going on? I don't know if you can see it from here, but it's like hamateh ve'akel. It's like 59 is hamateh, and kahel is 146. But if you do 1, 4, 6, 5, 9, you read it this way, like you're reading English from left to right. you can see 6, 5, 9. You have the 5, 9 from Hama 10. You have the last 6 from Vehakel at 146, but the 6 becomes the first one of the next line over. Do you see what I mean? So that's allowed. That's a form of coding. That's finding a numerical word, so to speak, within a grouping of words, and that's a special coding. I don't know what you call it, permission or technique or style, whatever. And so there you have it. 6, 5, 9 is found like horizontally above Hamat, if you read it from left to right. So 6, 5, 9 is above Hamat Vehakel. Take your staff and assemble. So it would be like staff and assemble. And the good thing about that is that it has multiple layers of gematriatic value. Because you can say like, okay, I'm thinking 146, and then I have 5, 9. And then I can think individually 5, 9. So now I'm thinking lemon. Lemon equals 59. Or Melanie. I know someone named Melanie. All right? And also melon, M-E-L-O-N, is a reverse of lemon. But there's almond, I think, also. Many other words are equal to 59. Hundreds of words. So the idea is the more words you know, the more words you're going to be able to see the multidimensional aspect of the Torah, that it's talking on so many levels. You could see all the different, you know what I mean? All the different things that it's hinting to, because you're seeing what all these numbers equal to. Okay, so basically you could see 5, 9 and 146, but then you could also see 659. I know someone who their phone number is 659. I'm thinking of them right now. Right? Yeah. And then my number, first 3 prefixes is 695, so I can see that person and then me. You see what I mean? So basically you're looking at the words of the Torah and you're seeing the whole world, the whole universe, all of creation, but like multiple layers. Okay, so that's for the Bitcoin Cash of the shekel value. And now we go to the euro. The euro is 194.28. That's what Bitcoin Cash is worth in euros. So 190. So 28. Let's get that out of the way. 28 equals we, like us. We, W-E. 28 equals Alan. It equals man. It equals M-A is 14 is 20. Yeah. So man. What else? We. 20. There's more of them. Okay, I can't remember now. Anyways, Alan. There's a few ways you can spell Alan. A-L-A-N, A-L-L-E-N, A-L-L-A-N. And there's some other variants of that. A-L-I-N, I've seen it before, the French way. But A-L-A-N, I used to have a habit of asking people, his name is Alan, I was like, what kind of Alan are you? Are you an A-L-L-E-N? Like Woody Allen spells, Alan is A-L-E-N. Or sometimes that's their first name too. Alan. I think Alan is Woody Allen's middle name. I think his name is Alan. I think it's Alan Koenigsberg, but maybe he spelled it with an A-L-A-N. But I'm pretty sure it's Woody Allen with an E-N when he spells it Woody Allen. But anyway, Alan Koenigsberg, I think his name is Alan Koenigsberg, but I don't remember how he actually spells his name. But you spell A-L-A-N is 28. So that's how many cents the euro brings forth. But the 194 also happens to be a Wednesday number. It's a Wednesday number, many different levels. Okay? Yeah. For many reasons. We'll go into it now, but today's Wednesday anyway. But 194, actually, you get that word from another verse in, surprise, surprise, the book of Numbers, no pun intended. Chapter 21, verse 20. All right? 21, verse 20. Let's go there. It's I think it has to do with the it's the song of the prayer of the victory of when they fought they sang some kind of song, Li Be'er, I think it's from that, when they fought the Canaanites. They won. I want to make sure. So it goes, Az Yashir Yisrael. Then okay, they fought with someone. Who they fought with? Who didn't they fight with? Who don't they fight with? Okay, they fought. All right, this is after the snakes. Let's see here. Vahei Vesufa, that whole area. This has to do with Be'er, with a well. So, anyways, it's a song. It's from it's a poetic song that they sang. It's not the war. It's Ali Be'er. Okay, it has to do with a well. Be'er Charusarim. All right, you can look it up if you want to look at it more in depth. Numbers chapter 21. But in that song, it says Umibamot Hagai in verse 20 of chapter 21. It says Umibamot Hagai Asher Basadeh Moav Rosh HaPisga V'Nishkafa Al Panei Yeshimon. From the heights to the valley, in the field of Moab, at the top of the peak that overlooks the wastelands. That's so Umibamot Hagai. That's that special alternate form of coding that I mentioned earlier. Umibamot is 494 and Hagai is 19. So if you read it in one continuous string, 19 and then 494, you see 194 with the combination of these two words. Umibamot Hagai. So what I would do is I would pick up on that word. 194 euros is the Bitcoin cash for today, but that number brings up this verse, which from the heights to the valley, that can apply to a lot of things. I mean, I'm thinking right now of a freight company called Mountain Valley. At least there used to be one. Okay, so that might have to do with something that we sent off an order with Mountain Valley. And then all of a sudden, look what I see here in the Bible code. From the heights to the valley. So I would know that that's a good sign that we did that, or something like that. That's the basic idea. So Umibamot Hagai, you can get 194 from it. All right? And that's the Bible code, the Holy Shekel, Crypto Gematria Torah code scan. I call it Torah code, but then I call it Bible code. So anyway, for Wednesday, what's Wednesday? What's the day? No, July 22nd, 2026, the 8th day of Av, 5786.